Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I just want to have a bit of a desk clear up, really. I mean, I say a bit of a desk clear up. I mean, let's be truthful, I'm not going to probably clear a great deal of my desk, but I want to just make a little bit of headway anyway. So yeah, I thought let's quickly bring a couple of things. So I've just pulled a couple of things, you know, in that were actually kind of piled around on my desk. And just thought, let's just quickly make some bits with these. So I've got this, obviously, which is from some, you know, whole page masterboard, you know, pieces. So just going to glue this bit down because it's kind of like coming away, obviously, where it's just a little slither. So, yeah, let's make this into something. Now, do we want to make this into a pocket or a journal card is the question. Oh, well, it probably doesn't really matter. Let's just make it into a pocket. So just need to trim it up because it was looking very, very, very wonky, I have to say. I hope that's a little bit better. Or it might just be that I'm not making a good job of it full stop because now it looks terrible there. Right, it probably still needs a bit more coming in here, so. Okay. So that's quite pretty, isn't it? And then we've got this one, which I think this was from the same, you know, the same masterboard piece. So, yep, we've got those. And then I've got these bits here and this here. So, yeah, this obviously we're going to make a journaling card from. This one, well, I haven't really decided what we're going to make from this, but let's just, again, just cut this down. So, in fact, let's do a tag with this one. Don't want to do all the same shaped pieces, so yeah. Okay. Right, okay. The tag, what will I back that onto? No, right. Okay, well I might just even just ink the back of the tag, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, we'll just kind of play it by ear really as we go. So going to just cut some corners, so I might make this slightly narrower like that. Cut some corners. Oops, not brilliant, but it's okay. And again, you know, hopefully once it's decorated up it won't be so apparent anyway. So let's start with these two. So these are quite pretty and delicate, aren't they? And I've got these are from my Victorian Beauties kit, which is, you know, on my, or in my shop, perhaps I should say. So these to me feel, you know, they feel quite delicate. So probably going to look quite good on these bits, I think. So let's just take this one down. Like that, okay. Oops. Yeah, she will look, oh, she looks gorgeous on there, doesn't she? Okay, and then we've got this one here. Get rid of that straight top. Okay, so yeah, they look quite nice, don't they? Now, do I want to put anything in the background of this to make her stand out? So again, I've just got some, you know, I'm just using kind of scraps and things that are laying about because, you know, it just gets them off of my desk really. So yeah, we'll just go with the flow of using some bits and pieces that are laying around here. So okay. Oh yeah, that's cute, isn't it? Okay, so shall we pop some ink around on this? I'm so sorry about this. I was expecting a message. Okay. No, not the message I was expecting. So sorry. Right, okay. So, yeah. And then just ink this one. Okie dokie, right. Just pop that one down there. This one on here. I mean, it's just really lovely, isn't it, when you feel that you've got a few things off of your desk, to be honest. So, yeah, that's kind of just the general theme that I'm going with here, is just get some bits cleared from the desk, which, you know, will just be awesome. I mean, I'm actually filming this, like, you know, before I've moved to my new room, but, you know, now that the thought of moving to my new room is in my sights. So it probably won't go up until absolutely yonks after I have moved to my new room. But yeah, I'm just kind of thinking, oh, do some clearing, you know, to make some space, you know, for the stuff that I have to take down. So hopefully I've got, you know, slightly less things to take down. I mean, hello, as if this is going to make a blind bit of difference to how much stuff that I'm taking down. But you know what we're like as crafters? We kind of feel like, wow, you know, I've got 4 bits of paper cleared from my desk, and that feels like a win, doesn't it, you know? Because, yeah, we have such an abundance of paper that anything feels like a win, to be honest. Okay. So, yep, that there. Now, I do want to have a bit of lace on here. And again, just pulling in scraps that are just here on the desk anyway. So, you know, rather than kind of going all out trying to find different things, just using what's here. Okay. So, yeah. That's quite nice. And then, oh, just wondered whether we could even add some black lace to this. I know that's a little bit weird. A little bit out of nowhere, but it might just look quite nice. Just pop that on there. Oh, just wondering, actually, if I bring in a black label, that would just bring in that black, wouldn't it? You know, would tie in the black lace, rather than the black lace just being like out of nowhere. The black lace now, you know, it's actually tied in with something else that's black. So yeah, it's got kind of a more of a sort of tied in theme, doesn't it? So yep, I'm just going to pop that down there like that. Okay, and then the label here, just pop that one down like that. And then I'm thinking, whoops, a bit of black bling would just obviously finish this off really nicely. Oh, I've also got this grey bow. Okay. Come on. Oh, fiddly, very fiddly. Right, that's quite pretty over there. Yeah, that is quite pretty there. So just going to glue that lace down and then pop the bow down over the top like that. Okay. And then I think what I'm going to do is just ink around that with my black StazOn around the edge, which will just kind of then, you know, bring that black in even more. Oh, how pretty does that look? And then, yeah, just if I've got some bling somewhere, which of course I must have some bling somewhere, because I always have bling somewhere, except for now that I'm actually looking for some. Of course, I don't now seem to have any. Which, how could that possibly be? I never ever don't have black bling somewhere. Come on. What is going on with my bling stash? not there. It's not that side. Let's have a look on this side, see if it's here. Oh, I've also got a black flower. Oh, don't you just love it when you kind of like dig around and then you find all these other hidden gems. So yeah, I've got some black bling, and then I had this flower. This might be going to be massive on here, but I mean, it is quite big, but I don't mind it. Let's just pop that down. Oops. Check I'm putting it on the right way up. Yeah. Okay. So, yep, that's on there. And then that black bling. Oops. Just pop that on down. Oh. Like that. Oh, how pretty does that look? Love how that looks. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, that's a really pretty piece, isn't it? So, and completely not how I expected that to go at all. But yeah, looks really, really lovely. So very, very pleased with how that looks. Okay, so that's one down. Right, next one. Next one is this one. So yeah, let's have a look. Again, I did really like that black lace, but I can't see any other black lace right now. Oh, I've got this grey. That's really nice. I do quite like the grey type lace. Looks quite dramatic, doesn't it? Just have a look. Or I've got some of this pink, which also I really love. Right, let me cut this bit down. Just so it's not like really swamping the page. Oops, I'll have it that way around. Okay, right, I'm just going to cut this down a bit. Like that. Yeah, that's really nice, isn't it? So let's just quickly glue that lace down. Like that. Okay. And then just ink around her a little bit. Okay. Right, she's going on there, so she looks pretty. And then the pink lace. I thought I saw another piece. I did, yeah. So we could even have like a bit of pink down there as well. It's quite pretty, isn't it? Yeah. So just now going to see whether we might have a label. Okie dokie. Like that. Okay. Oops. I just wanted to check that we weren't going to have the label glued, you know, coming out from under her or anything. I mean, I do quite like it there. Yeah, I do quite like it there. So, yeah, let's do that. That's going to come out just under her like that. Okay, let's glue her down now. Okay. It's very pretty, doesn't it? Now I'm just going to ink this up because it was, you know, obviously had a bit of a white look to it. So just ink all around. Oh, doesn't that look gorgeous? Love how that looks. Really, really pretty. Okay. Yeah, love how that looks. So I'm just going to pop this bit of pink lace down here. So, you know, these are just scraps, obviously, that have just been floating around. But yeah, I might as well just use them here and, you know, get them off the desk. So like that. Because otherwise, you know, when I clear my desk to take it downstairs, of course I'm going to be then like, oh, what should I do with these scraps? Because, you know, in my heart, I'm not going to want to throw them in the bin, am I? But, you know, in reality, what is wrong with me? Why would I be possibly taking them down with me to my new area when they are just like, you know, 1-inch square pieces of lace? I mean, that is ridiculous, isn't it? But I'm sure as fellow junk journalists, you completely get where I'm coming from with that. And you too would be like wanting to obviously take them with you, not just leave them here. But yeah, I mean, that's not probably quite normal behaviour, is it? Okay, got some other ones here, so let's just see what these might look like. Okay. Yeah, I think this one's going to be a good colour from there. Okay. Maybe like that. Okay, looks pretty, doesn't it? Now, just wonder whether we might have a butterfly or something on her as well. Maybe would look nice. Oh, actually, as well, I think we're round the corners on this one. So, I'm so sorry that my phone's constantly now bleeping. Oh, I'm going to just do them like that, I think. Just check what else I've got here. Oh, I have got this flower. That's quite pretty, isn't it? Yeah, that's quite pretty. Oh. Oh, on that side, yeah. So, I mean, effectively, I've just covered up, obviously, those, you know, the corners that I've rounded, or this corner anyway. I haven't covered up both of them, obviously, but yeah, I've covered up one. Okay. That's it. Okay, yep. Looks pretty. And do I want a centre in there? Sometimes I don't even really have a centre in the flowers, you know. I think it looks fine without. I mean, we could have this label, I suppose, as a centre, so because you don't always have to have like a conventional centre, do you? You know, you can mix it up with other things. Yeah, let's have that. Okay. Yep, that looks really nice, doesn't it? Okie dokie. So that's our second piece. Actually, just before I finish that, let's put a line of bling on there, shall we? And I did see some more here laying around. Yep. Oh, that just finishes that off perfectly, doesn't it? Check, I wouldn't prefer it down the side, actually. Might have it down the side, you know, because again, it's not the typical place where I would normally put it, so it kind of is bringing something a bit different, like that. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? Yeah, really love how that looks. Very, very pretty. Okay, so that's piece number 2. Right, piece number 3. So we have got these two. So we've got this one, which is a kind of journal card. This one, which obviously is going to be a tag. I'm just going to ink the back, and we're just going to have this as a thin tag. So I'm meaning thin as in the depth of paper, because normally I would back it onto something very thick. But yeah, I mean, it's printed onto, I think it's probably 200 GSM cardstock anyway. So, you know, it's not kind of like super flimsy or anything. And by the time I've put some bits on the front of it, it will thicken it up as well. So yeah, I'm just going to embrace the current thickness, I think. Right, let's see what I've got here that I can use. So, got here some invoice type pieces. So I think these are from my Junk Journal Basics Essentials kind of kit. Yeah, let's just see. So let's just do like a bit of layering here. And this one. Oh, that's really nice on there, isn't it? Yeah, really, really liking that. Okay. So again, I'm just reaching in for things that, you know, are floating around here on the desk, because it's just great to be able to use up stuff, isn't it? You know, that's actually here. So let's just cut out this frame. I'm going to cut that top bit off completely, just to give myself an easier job of cutting this out. Now, obviously, as you can see, it's gone off to the side, so I've got a bit of a flat edge there. I don't think it's overly noticeable, if I'm honest, you know, but what I am thinking is, oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Because I was thinking we could have it hanging off the page anyway, but of course that's the side that I've done my invoice. Unless we cut that stuff off completely, like that. Like that. Okay, so that works quite well, doesn't it? And then, oh, come on. Right, now, the question is, on the tag or on the journal card? Not sure. Right, let's have a look and see what we've got left here. So just going to now take this bit down here. Okay. Whoops. I love these little kind of bits of writing. So, yeah, might be able to just have this somewhere around that card somewhere. Okay, right. And then here, should we see if we can have this somewhere as well? So maybe that on there. Okay, right. Let's put those. Now, I want now something obviously to go in this frame. Haven't decided yet what. So let's get this glued down here. Like that. Okay. Now the frame, I'm going to just ink it up before I actually even glue it on. Okay. Like that. Yeah, that's quite nice. Now, also got obviously some flowers and things. So again, just going with that theme of, you know, using stuff that's on the desk, because that's, you know, that's what I'm trying to do, is use a few bits and bobs that, you know, are laying about. So just take that down there. Okay. I mean, that's quite pretty, isn't it? And we could even have this across there. Oh, there. Oh yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, loving how that looks. So I probably want to have something else in that sort of colour. So yeah, let's just have a quick look, because I've got a snippet roll here that I haven't actually used. I've been hoarding this because I just loved how it turned out so much. So of course, yeah, I didn't really want to use it. Oh, still probably don't, although I could use this up there actually. So yeah, I think that would look quite nice on that tag. So that still doesn't help me out for this, obviously, what to put as my you know, feature in there. But I have got this, which is from my Rose Pop kit. So I'm just wondering whether, let's just cut this down. I don't know how this will look, but I'm wondering whether this might just look quite nice on here. I know it's a completely different colour green, but you know, hey ho, never mind. Okay. Like that. So I hope everyone's having a good day, maybe getting some crafting done, having a nice time. I'd love to hear what you guys are working on at the moment. How's your desks looking? Are your desks resembling mine? Just like a complete and utter pigsty. Oh dear. I mean, as I say, I'm hoping that by the time this video goes up, you know, I will have moved to my new area. Probably will have been there for like months, you know. So this will be like completely like old hat that I'm even talking about this rubbish. But yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, my new craft area is not going to look like my old one. Oh, I mean, who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? As if it's not going to take on this this terrible tip of a look. Oh, it just is, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, you know, I've said all this before. I find it perplexing, really, how anybody actually works in a completely tidy craft zone. For me, I would find that very stifling and, yeah, not very inspirational. You know, I love having all this mess around. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, you know, but yeah, for me, I find it very, very inspirational. So, you know, for me, I would find that very peculiar to kind of come to a very sterile, you know, environment. That would be like, yeah, just probably really, really off-putting. But, you know, I mean, obviously I realise not everybody wants a desk that's quite as messy as mine. But, I mean, sometimes I do watch those, you know, craft room tours, you know, on YouTube and Instagram and all those kinds of places. And it's just literally boggles my mind how anyone's craft area looks the way they look. Or, you know, have they had this mass tidy up in order to do the video? And in reality, they're not crafting in that sort of environment at all. Because, you know, how could you be crafting in that environment? I have no idea. Yeah. What do you guys think? I mean, I think, for me, creativity is kind of definitely spurred on by the more stuff I've got laying around, you know, the more creative I feel I can be. Because, you know, sometimes I find things that I would not have chosen otherwise. You know, it's like, oh, I could pull that in. Oh, I could pull that in. Things that I never in a million years would have chosen, you know, had I had to go and think first and seek out, you know, particular sort of bits and pieces. Yeah, so, I mean, for me, I think, you know, it's actually very inspirational to have mess everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I'm loving how this one's looking actually now. I mean, again, this is totally not how I expected this to go, but it looks really pretty, doesn't it? So let's just cut a couple of these out and just see whether we could have these on there as well. You know, and again, I mean, I would never have chosen these bits had they not been laying around on the desk. So, you know, it turned out just very, very lucky that all this stuff was here. Because, you know, otherwise I would have missed this, you know, brilliant crafting opportunity of putting these bits on here. You know, because I probably would have gone with, you know, greens and browns to marry this up with, to be honest. I wouldn't, you know, have anywhere near chosen these bright things. No way. It just wouldn't have occurred to me to do that. So, yeah, this is, you know, this has gone in a completely different direction. So, you know, I think that's really nice because it kind of like does expand your creativity, you know. Right, I'm just having a quick look to see if I've got any more of those roses, you know, like the pink one, because that would just be really nice to have there. Or I don't think I have, but I have got some other things. So let me just pull in some of these bits. Hold on. I've got a yellow butterfly. No. But that's the type of thing I probably would have gone for on here. You know. And I've got these roses. Oh, do you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's be really, you know, rose crazy. So yeah, this is obviously from, this one is from my Bright Roses. This is from my Basics, Junk Journal Basics kit. And then the other, all of these bits are all from the Rose Park kit. So yeah, 3 different places that we've kind of picked our roses up for, or from perhaps I should say, for this project. But yeah, I love them all actually. And, you know, again, just wouldn't have actually put them together had they have not been laying around. You know, I would have been boring and kind of stuck with, oh, we'll go for bits from the Rose Park kit. Or, you know, we'll go for just the Bright Roses. I wouldn't have actually mixed them all in as we have done here. So, I mean, you know, it's kind of, yeah, you know, helps you just produce unexpected results, I think, by having all different things laying around. So, yeah, and then I'm just going to put this rose down here. Again, just going to kind of hot glue it, but just in the centre, so that the wings are sort of flapping. Now it is overlapping on the edge because obviously I cut that frame down. But again, you know, I don't mind that. And I think it actually kind of adds a bit of interest to that card, doesn't it? So I think all I want to do now probably to this is, actually, just before I say all I need to do, just going to take this rose and see whether we could just have one more of these. I don't know whether it, you know, it will go, but yeah, let's just have a look. Okay. Well, that's quite nice there. So yeah, again, I'm just going to hot glue this down. Complete overkill, but you know. And then I'm going to go round the edge. Oh, with this picked raspberry, which, how bright does this look? So I literally feel scared. Like, what am I thinking? Ooh, fingers crossed that I don't just really muck this up. Ah, it looks quite subtle on there, actually. I was really worried that I was going to have just completely mucked this up. But yeah, it's sort of more subtle actually on here because it's going over that green. It's obviously toning it down. But I think it just needed the pink, you know, to sort of, yeah, tone the pinks in on that green. So, like that. Oh my goodness, how yummy does that card look? I mean, that's so not how I expected that to be going. I mean, I didn't have a plan for it, like I say, but definitely it would have gone like naturey, browny, greeny, butterfly-y. I know it has got a butterfly, but you know, completely different type of butterfly it would have gone. So yeah, I love that. Right, put that one out of the way. Okay, last one. Right, let's go for this one. So let's do something much more subtle on here. So let's put this bit of invoice down like that. Okay. And then this, I'm just going to ink this up a little bit. Okay. Right, let me just check where this cluster is going to sort of roughly go. So if I put that there, and then this one here. Yeah, oh, how gorgeous is that? I mean, a very, very different look to that last piece, isn't it? You know, wow, couldn't really be more different. But yeah, I like it equally. I mean, I love any excuse to use the black lace, as you know. So, yeah. Okay, right. I'm going to just hot glue this down, the entire thing. Okay. Like that. Okie dokie. Again, just ink that around. Pop that one down there, I think. Pop this one up there. Like that. Okay. Yeah. That one down there. And then I'm going to just ink around the entire thing. Just before I do that, I've just got this one bit that I'd actually put in the bin. I just want to see, whether we could have this there. You know, doesn't matter if we can't, but yeah, I just thought, oh, I'll just try it. Quite nice, isn't it? Let's just, again, just ink that up. Up there or down there? I think down there. So yeah, let's just, okay, oops, like that. And then just going to ink around all on the edges. So quite a bit of inking because of course we've gone quite grungy looking on this. So yeah, quite a bit of ink. Could even do it with some black, to be honest, to bring the black lace in. So yeah, should we do that? And it looks fine without, but the black might just add a sort of extra, you know, extra dimension. So yeah, let's just do that. I love doing it with this black stays on, and what you do is you get these kind of bits in the corners, well, and sometimes on the edges as well if you know, I was going to say if you can manage it. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. So yeah, it's kind of like no automatic thing that they will be there, but really look lovely, don't they? Those kind of, you know, what would you call them? Like smudgy type bits, really. Yeah, they look really good, don't they? So, right, let me just have a look. I've got some tabs here ready-made. Just see if we've got any that would just go with this. I mean, that's okay. It's a bit big, but I seem to have made massive tabs. I know I do make everything massive, and yes, I don't know why I'm so surprised that they're big, but they look incredibly enormous. So it's like, oh, what are they actually going to fit? Okay, well, let's try this one. So I'm just going to cut this one down. So I just make it slightly smaller. It's still quicker than making a whole tab from scratch. So yeah, even when they're not quite as you'd hope shapes wise or size wise, you know, it's still quicker to be able to just bring one in that's ready. Okay, right, let me get rid of these tabs now. Oops. Like that. Just so as I've got less stuff, you know, taking over the whole desk, because it can't be all that nice seeing everything here. So yeah, I think go for that. And actually I might just go around the edge of that with the black as well, just so as it stands out a bit. Oh dear. Flicking it around everywhere. Hold on. There we go. Right. Okay, So yeah, going to just glue that on. So again, what I've been doing lately when I glue these on is I just glue on like the back bit with some wet glue to hold it in place. And then I go in with my hot glue to glue the rest of it together. Because that way I've kind of held it in place. It just makes it slightly easier to do. So, and just squish the whole thing together like that. Okay. Yay. Oh, how gorgeous does that tag look? Really, really pretty, doesn't it? And I mean, to be honest, I could even kind of put something on that tab if I wanted now. You know, a word or, I don't know, something, a label or something. Let's just see. I don't know whether I've got anything that's quite ideal. The back of that one. Just have a look. Not the back, sorry, the plain one. I don't know why I called it the black. The back. Can't even speak now. Oh dear. Just going into one of those days. It wasn't one of those days, but it's obviously going to get towards one of those days now. I've been working up to it being one of those days. So, oh. Right. Okay. Do we want that on there? Or is that just really peculiar? I don't think it looks great, to be perfectly honest. It probably looks better without it. So, yeah. Don't think I'll bother. No, I'm not going to bother with that. I can't just leave it there. I'm still looking around thinking, oh, is there something else that I can use? Oh, dear. I have also got those photographs, which I did on the label sheet. You know, the label sheet paper. So I'm just wondering whether we could have... No, right, no. No. Right, let's have a look at the pieces that we did. So we've done 4 pieces, which again is, you know, hardly really making a dent in the desk, is it? But, you know, I have used various pieces from around the desk. So, I mean, I've used more than 4 pieces of paper, if you see what I mean. So, yeah, they're the 4 pieces that we made. I mean, I think they've all got quite different looks. So, yeah, I hope that you like them. Let me know below which is your favourite. I have to say my favourite probably is this one. Although I am quite partial to this one. So, yeah, let me know below which one's your favourite. And, yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.